Tay-K's girlfriend Joanna Reyes testified against him and told.
I saw that shit, bro. Nigga, girl testified against him, nigga. Like, I don't give a fuck if I'm in the right, the wrong. I promise you, bro. Get you a ride or die, bro. Get you a girl that would not take that stand, bro. Because I watched it. She's told everything, my nigga.
According to Joanna Reyes, Tay-K pulled his gun out and told Mark Saldivar to hand over his bag. Mark Saldivar refused to hand over his camera back. So Tay-K and his homie Jalen Bell started hitting him. So Tay-K opened his door and shot Mark Saldivar. And she told the court the only reason she didn't go to the police immediately is because Tay-K had threatened to kill her and her family.
Scratch everything I just said. Everything I just said. If I'm her, nigga, I'm snitching too. Get the fuck out of here.
I'm about to I'm about to I got a lot of shit to do.
Yo, what's good, YouTube? Once again, we're back with another fucking reaction video. Excuse my language. Man. Today's video is titled The Downfall of Tay-K. Gone forever. Yes. I heard that he got 55 years. I think he got another 80. I actually was watching that trial on YouTube. Don't know if I should say doing that, but let's jump right into this video to see what they're talking about. Man, like, comment, subscribe, man. Join the family. Roll to 3K, please. Support is free, bro. You don't gotta pay a dime. All you gotta do is click that subscribe button and watch the video. If you don't like it, tell me why you don't like it. I take every criticism, man. Let's jump right into the video, though.
The story only got crazier from there. And today we're 55-year sentence in 2019, but the story only got crazier from there. And today we're breaking down why he got hit with another 80 years in prison. Back in 2019, Tay-K got convicted of murder for killing a dude named Ethan Walker in 2016. But before the cops caught Tay-K, he cut off his ankle monitor and ran off to San Antonio, Texas. Tay-K didn't keep his head down and stay out of the spotlight though. Instead, he dropped his infamous track, The Race, and blew up like crazy while he was still on the run. And while Tay-K was...
And when I was watching the trial, that is one thing they brought up. Judge Jalawi. That shit was crazy, B.
In the race for killing Ethan Walker, he murdered another dude in San Antonio named Mark Saldivar. Mark Saldivar was a photographer who was supposed to be working with Tay-K on the photo shoot. But when Mark Saldivar showed up to meet Tay-K and his homies at a Chick-fil-A, Tay-K tried to rob him. Mark Saldivar got out of the car and then jumped on the hood so he could kick the windshield. And that's when Tay-K upped his strap and shot him. The feds eventually caught up to Tay-K and arrested him again for the Ethan Walker murder. And a couple months later, he got hit with a capital murder charge for pulling the trigger on Mark Saldivar. Catching the case is bad enough, but capital murder is even worse, because if you get convicted, then it's an automatic...
That is automatic death penalty! He is GG's, my boy!
Life sentence without the chance of parole. Tay-K got convicted for killing Ethan Walker, and the judge handed down a 55-year sentence. But Tay-K thought he still had a chance of coming home. In 2021, Tay-K went on IG Live and had 40K people watching. Tay-K said he had been writing a lot of new music since he had been locked up, and that he was working on coming home so he could release it. He told fans that there was a chance that he could get out on an appeal bond, but that's not how it went down. Before the murder trial for Mark Saldivar started, Tay-K was having all kinds of drama behind bars. Back in 2019, the news broke that Tay-K was trying to start his own prison gang called the Rugrats to go to war with a Hispanic gang called Prieto Tango Blast. The warden got tipped off about the plans and put Tay-K in solitary confinement, and then reporters got a list of rules that the Rugrats are going to use.
What I really do is to put yourself. Do not snitch if you get caught. You're going to hold your own. Take it. Unless necessary. No leaving unless jumped out.
The loss of power. There were also rumors going around that Tay-K had stabbed a prison guard, but the story was never confirmed. Then in February 2023, Tay-K hopped on Twitter and said that one of the dudes on the cell block killed his cellmate with a food tray and stood on his head. Tay-K. but the story was never confirmed. Then in February 2023, Tay-K hopped on Twitter and said that one of the dudes on the cell block killed his cellmate with a food tray and stood on his head. Tay-K still has some fans, even though he had been locked up for years.
Killed the nigga with a food tray and stood on his head? My nigga. What? That is OD, bro.
Point, but even they started turning on him and calling him a snitch. Tay-K was still trying to get out of prison, and he said he just needed one chance at adulthood. He was only 16 years old when the murders went down, and Tay-K said if he was white, then the judge would have never given him 55 years over the situation. One of Tay-K's co-defendants on the Ethan Walker case was a white girl who was the same age as him, and Tay-K complained about her being tried as a juvenile while the courts prosecuted him as an adult. It doesn't look like Tay-K's gonna get out early on the Ethan Walker case, and now he's cooked for good. Fans were hoping he beat the Mark Saldivar case and eventually get out on parole, but this is how he ended up getting hit with another 80 years in prison. During the trial for killing Mark Saldivar, Tay-K's girlfriend Joanna Reyes testified against him and told...
I saw that shit, bro. Nigga, girl testified against him, my nigga. Like, I don't give a fuck if I'm in the right, the wrong, or it doesn't matter. I promise you, my wife will not be taking that stand, bro. I promise you, bro. Get you a ride or die, bro. Get you a girl that would not take that stand, bro. Because I was watching this. She's told everything, my nigga. She told everything.
Or exactly how it went down. According to Joanna Reyes, Tay-K asked her to help him find a photographer. Joanna Reyes had seen Mark Saldivar's work on Instagram, so she helped set up the meeting. Joanna was driving the whip with Tay-K and his homie, and they went to pick up Mark Saldivar. Apparently, Mark Saldivar had something else come up though, so he asked him if they could do the photo shoot another day. Everyone was cool with it at first, and Mark Saldivar asked him to drop him off at the mall. Joanna Reyes agreed to take him there, but that's when the situation went left. According to Joanna Reyes, Tay-K pulled his gun out and told Mark Saldivar to hand over his bag. Mark Saldivar refused to hand over his camera bag, so Tay-K and his homie Jalen Bell started hitting him. Mark Saldivar got out and jumped on the hood, and Joanna Reyes said Tay-K told her to get Mark Saldivar off of the whip. Joanna couldn't do anything about the situation though, so Tay-K opened his door and shot Mark Saldivar. Joanna Reyes said that after they drove off from the murder scene, Jalen Bell gave Tay-K a high five and congratulated him for killing Mark Saldivar and said, "You caught your first body." Joanna Reyes took a plea deal for 10 years of probation after she agreed to testify against Tay-K, and she told the court the only reason she didn't go to the police immediately is because Tay-K had threatened to kill her and her family. Joanna Reyes' testimony helped put Tay-K away for 80.
Scratch everything I just said. Everything I just said. If I'm her, nigga, I'm snitching too. Get the fuck out of here. Oh, my bad. Yo, you did the right thing, my nigga. You feel me? You did the right thing.
But Tay-K's own legal team heard him too. While Joanna Reyes was testifying, the judge had told the defense that they couldn't bring up anything bad about Mark Saldivar before they talked about it with her in the prosecution. According to reports, Mark Saldivar had some stuff in his bag that would have made him look really bad, and Tay-K's defense team tried to bring it up and ask Joanna Reyes about it. The defense didn't talk about it with the judge and the prosecution first though, so the judge cleared the courtroom and told Tay-K's lawyers they better not let it happen again. Tay-K's lawyers are trying to make it look like Mark...
That judge was on her bullshit. I'm not gonna hold you. Right shit up. That judge was on her bullshit though. I'm not gonna hold you. She definitely was on bullshit.
Saldivar was a bad dude who sparked the whole situation, but the judge cut them off and told the jury to forget about what they had just heard. Tay-K's sister, Kayla Beverly, tried to help him out and testify for the defense. Kayla told the court about all the abuse Tay-K went through and said that Tay-K and her went into foster care when she was 7. He was...
Yo, after she went on, I thought they were trying to, cause like, oh, his mental not right. Like, I think some way, somehow he could have, nah. Never mind.
Years old. According to Kayla, they ended up living with their dad for a while, and their dad would beat them with pieces of wood and even tie Tay-K to an ironing board.
Tamar was younger than me, and he would cry. And just maybe they would think he was overdramatic, so they would tie him, cry.
Of wood and even tie Tay-K to an ironing board.
Tamar was younger than me, and he would...
Nigga Pops used to beat this nigga with wood and tie this nigga to an ironing board. Oh my God, bro. Some parents can't be parents, bro. I'm not gonna hold you. Me growing up like that, I could see why I turned to violence, bro. So all my life, violence been happening to me. I could see it. Now, if I was a good judge, I don't know if that was a paid lawyer or whatever, but like, nigga, one of them niggas, the lawyer that did OJ, is getting that nigga out of that. Plead insanity.
Cry. And just maybe they would think he was overdramatic. So they would tie him down to an ironing board. Strap him down. Like stuff like that.
Kayla testified after Tay-K was already found guilty, but Tay-K's lawyer...
I don't think Tay-K mental is right though. Look out this whole trial. This nigga had one facial pain, making not no other face expressions. That nigga face was just like...
Her testimony would help him with sentencing. The judge said that Tay-K had a rough life, but he was still responsible for what he did. Tay-K's sister Kayla said that everything started because they had to run away from home though. Tay-K and her both ran away because her dad was beating them so much. And Kayla said that's how Tay-K ended up in the streets.
We had to run away. That's why all this shit happened. Because it was not like even good when we came to our dad. You feel me? Like not even like that. Like a lot of dudes don't try with their kids and shit. Like so I give my dad that. I'm not saying he's a terrible dad, but hey bro, like life was messed up. Like we kind of like it was abuse going on in our home. We had to leave.
Before the Mark Saldivar trial started, Tay-K's lawyers were worried about the jury bringing up Tay-K's track the race. The prosecutors in the Ethan Walker case used the lyrics and video against Tay-K, and his lawyers didn't want people on the jury who already knew about the track. Tay-K had been popping off a little bit before he dropped the race, but that's the track that really made him famous. Killing Ethan Walker and then dropping that track while he was on the run put Tay-K all over the headlines, and it's still one of the craziest situations the rap game has ever seen. Lil Yachty remixed the track and made it blow up even more. And in 2023, he posted a letter that Tay-K sent him from prison. Tay-K has some support in the industry, but a lot of people think he would have fallen off even if he didn't get convicted of 2 murders. Tay-K's first and only record came out after he got booked for the Ethan Walker murder though. Nobody really knows how far he would have made it in the industry. Back then, a lot of people were comparing him to dudes like YB and Namir, and Namir fell off hard even though he didn't have to fight murder cases. Tay-K's fans were hoping he'd get...
I'm not gonna hold you. Even if he didn't get convicted of more charges, that nigga music wasn't going nowhere. Yeah, it was just, yeah, he wasn't doing nothing. That was just, yeah.
Rolling the Ethan Walker case and start dropping new music, but now he's completely cooked. Tay-K got lucky because the jury only convicted him of murder for killing Mark Saldivar instead of capital murder, which means that he might eventually get parole if he keeps his head down and stays out of trouble. But even in the best case, Tay-K is going to be serving decades before they'll even think about letting him free again.
That's crazy, bro. That's crazy. But yeah, man, he was 16, man. Your life is GG's, my boy. I don't know if they're gonna do it as continuous. Continuous meaning he served the 55 and the 80 together, or separate. If he do separate, yeah, that's 135. Yeah, damn. GG's, my boy. But holla at y'all niggas. Let me know what y'all think, man. Like, comment, subscribe, man. We be back.